I need new music.
This is the JJO Discover New Music Podcast.
Joining me today on Discover New Music, very excited as we are on the precipice of his band's third album called The End, drops October 24th from Mammoth, the one and only Wolfgang Van Halen. Wolf for his friends. So I think I can call you that. Is that okay?
Absolutely.
I love it. I love it. Let's get right to it. The End, brand new album, number 3. It's coming out. I know you guys have been working on this kind of in that year and a half allotment that you've been giving yourself between touring and doing that. And you talked about this in 2024. We got a little taste earlier in the year, and then boom, new album on the way out. Third album. Music is in your blood, Wolfie. Obviously, everyone knows you come from extremely musically inclined pedigree. But I want to know, as a band, you know, as Mammoth and what you're building, how does it feel in putting all this together? Album 3, the band, and where you're at.
It feels really great, man. I think, I think at this point, I'm with the third album, I'm certainly more comfortable and confident as to what Mammoth is and who I am as my own artist in the studio, and not really worried as much as I was the first time around as to how people would take me. You know, I'm just kind of enjoying being myself and enjoying the artistic process. So.
And that's an interesting point because, I mean, obviously it could be you on a sousaphone and people would probably be like, hey, this is awesome. We love you, Wolfgang. You're the best. So maybe you feel like it's a little more earnest, a little more honest and as you, and like you said, you're just comfortable.
Yeah. I think this time around, I'm certainly finding that headspace and not in kind of tuning out all the noise and just following where the music takes me, so to speak.
I love it. Well, it's great. We've had little tastes of it, and we are going to talk about the music video for The End here in just a little bit because it's just insane. Anything that maybe stood out to you with this album that was a surprise even for you in all the years you've been doing this, where something like, oh, well, that was interesting, or I challenged myself this way, or maybe something you didn't see coming?
I think the big difference between this record and the last two is the pre-production process was different. Usually I make the album or the demos on my laptop and just kind of slog through making the demos on Logic and it can be a bit creatively stifling sometimes because I'm just not quick with it. So I'll just the spark kind of dies in mid creative moment. But this time around we had the studio all set up and ready to go early. So I was able to just tell Jeff, our engineer, to like hit a tempo, and then I would play guitar to it, and then I'd run out and play the drums to it, and then run back, play the bass to it, and it was like a real time as it could get with one person, everything. And it was this really electric, sort of immediately you could tell if what we were doing was good and if we should keep working on it. So it allowed me to take more chances. I think songs like the title track wouldn't exist on a prior record because I wouldn't have been like, hey, I have this crazy tapping thing. What if we make a whole song about it? And so it just there's a bunch of ideas on this record that feel like I took more chances and it's mature, a more mature thing for it. And I think that's why it was worthy of not being Mammoth 3 and being a fully new titled record, you know.
So there was a reason behind it, actually, or at least a more face value reason why it had Mammoth or The End and not just a
mean, and it could tie into the theme as well. You know, it's the end of how it was, and now we're on to a new thing, so to speak.
I love it. I think it's so interesting, you know, talking about, okay, I'm going to play the bass, then I'm going to get to do the drums and everything. For someone that is so eclectic do you find yourself now preferring to do one thing more than the other, especially when it comes on the album and what you want to focus on instrumental wise?
Not really. I know live, you know, I'm focused on guitar and singing, but in the studio, it's still very much that fun, you know, putting together that puzzle sort of vibe. Like I still love playing the drums. It's where I started, and just kind of locking in the rhythms. I still just, the whole thing is still such a fun, gratifying experience for me that I think that's what it takes to get a Mammoth record.
Well, I'm also very jealous because I play guitar in my church band, and that's all I can do, and that's basic G, D, E minor.
That's awesome, man.
Throwing, a F, a major seventh every once in a while, and here you're over there drumming, bass, everything. That's darn it, Wolfie, you're giving me a complex about it.
No, don't. That's awesome, man.
Okay, let's talk about the end. And you mentioned this crazy tapping thing where when you listen to the song, and obviously I think all of us really appreciate too that seeing the influence of your father in there, but also making it your own, and this insane guitar solo, extravaganza, something I think we've lost in the rock world, and not that there's not a time and a place, whatever it may be. How did that come to you? And then how did you go, like, we got to put this in somewhere. This is just too good not to use.
It's funny. We were kind of nearing the end of this, ironically, of the pre-production process. And it was an older idea I had. I think I wrote it, just that tapping thing. That's all it was. I wrote that in like 2014 or something. And it was like, it just felt too different for what I was at least trying to do with that first, Mammoth record. And I don't know, it just felt too much. And then I was like, since, telling you how easy it was, the pre-pro process, it was like, hey, let's try this. I wonder if I could make an idea, like, what can we write a song around this right idea? And it came together really quickly. We kind of, as soon as we put in that first sort of Spirit of the Radio-esque sort of stab in the middle of it all, it slowly came together, and the song just rolled right into itself. So it was really cool.
It just explodes. And then the music video, which I told you we were going to talk about, because I feel bad for anyone who has to make a music video after this, because it kicks off, Wolfie, with a Michael Scott-esque moment where it's you.
Glad you got that.
Oh my God, I was laughing at the very beginning. So it's a quote from Michael Jackson that you're quoting, and it's just brilliant.
I'm glad you caught that. Not a lot of people caught the Michael Scott reference.
Anyone watched it now, you'll see it if you missed it the first time around. So you kick off with that, and then we see Danny Trejo, we see Slash. Robert Rodriguez helped write this thing. You got movie grade makeup, this epic. You guys are acting in it. I mean, come on, it's brilliant. You gotta love it.
It was pretty ridiculous, man. It was so much fun. It was just two really hectic, fun, crazy days. The way Robert put it, he said we basically did a 4-day shoot in 2 days.
Unbelievable.
So fun. We felt so lucky to be able to do that. And Robert, calling, like you said, the makeup, that's all Greg Nicotero. If you've watched Walking Dead, you've seen how amazing he is with his makeup, and Danny Trejo. Like, I could say that I was being directed by Robert Rodriguez in an acting scene with Danny Trejo. I think that's just right now. Crazy.
And it just brings with the song too, and like I said, because of that solo and how it just, I don't want to if you have not seen it yet, go watch it. It just brings everything together with the tapping solo and just this rock epic that is, it's so great. And again, you keep getting surprised around every corner. But and then kicking off the Michael Scott-esque quote, it literally is the perfect music video, and I commend you for it, my friend. I do. The only thing is, Salma Hayek and the snake. I know you had the tribute to the snake dancing.
Wasn't interested. No, we didn't even ask. I don't think she would have been interested to begin with. So but we got Danny Trejo, and I think that's.
You know what? That's the second best thing right there. I love it. Let's get back to the record as a whole. And I know we've talked a lot about the title track, and maybe this answers that. But do you have a favorite track on there, or maybe one that speaks to you a little bit more than the others?
I think the first song off the record that people haven't heard, it's called One of a Kind, I think is a very good example of that songwriting growth and me challenging myself compared to the last two. I think it was one of the bigger ideas that were like, okay, we have something really cool and new and a growth of the last stuff here. And that's why I think it was worthy of having a titled record instead of it being Mammoth 3. So yeah. I'm excited for people to hear that, the whole record, but to play that first song live, I'm very excited.
Awesome. And, you mentioned songwriting because we've talked so much about your musical prowess. Is songwriting something that you really try and challenge yourself most on, or is that something you continually work on?
That's the number one thing for me. I think it's easy for people to view me as the Van Halen kid and to enjoy the guitar solos and stuff, which is cool and everything. I'm happy for people to listen and everything. But where I come from is very much writing the song. Like
Yeah.
that's what gives me the purpose in what Mammoth is, and I just have fun putting that together. So for sure, I think overall, I'm a songwriter first.
I love it, man. Well, buddy, I got to commend you. It's another knockout, and we can't wait to hear the whole thing. So check it out, Mammoth at the End, October 24th. And before you do anything else, go watch the music video for The End and catch that little bit in the front and just enjoy it, because you don't get to see stuff like that a lot, and it's amazing. Now that the important stuff is out of the way, I got to do rapid fire. I do this with everybody. I think I did it with you last time, so I think I might have some new ones in here for you. We're going to get to know you a little bit better. No wrong answers. Let's start simple.
Okay.
Sneakers or sandals?
If you'd asked me, wow, that's tough.
I started off easy, buddy.
Sneakers.
Sneakers. Very nice. Very nice. Do you do the classic Rockstar Chucks? Is that what you rock?
No, actually, I'm this isn't, I swear I'm not sponsored or anything, but there's this company, Kizik, that makes these amazing shoes that you can just step right into. So it's almost like halfway to a sandal.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, check out Kizik's.
And hey,
sponsor me.
I'm just going to say, Kizik's, if you're listening, we got a guy for you. This is great. Choco Taco or Flintstone Push Pop?
Flintstone Push Pop.
Very good answer. Good answer. Too many of them, though. Your poop will be a weird color. Just a heads up on that. Billy Ocean or Billy Idol?
Billy Idol.
David Bowie or David Lee Roth?
David Bowie.
I asked that to everyone, so don't think I specifically put that one in there. Let's do, would you rather see Bigfoot or the Loch Ness Monster?
Bigfoot. He's probably really chill, man. He's probably,
you think so?
He's probably super introverted and just really shy and just wants to like hang out.
Just hang out. He's an outdoorsman type. Now, have you heard the theory about Bigfoot? He's interdimensional. So that's why we can never catch him.
I like it. Or maybe he just is blurry.
That solves it right there. It's not the cameras. It's just him. He's got whatever it is, whatever he's made out of. I think you're right, though. I think he's probably just a chill guy and just wants to hang out or not hang out. Just leave him alone. Last one, Chuck Norris roundhouse at 100% power or a Mike Tyson punch at 50% power.
Like, what's better? What would hurt more?
Which one would you have to take one? Chuck Norris is there stretching out in his action jeans and his boots, and Mike Tyson is
in their prime or right now?
Let's say in their prime.
If it was I would rather be hit with a Chuck Norris kick than a Mike Tyson punch.
Both are tough. So, but you'd rather take the Walker Texas Ranger? Kadoosh.
Sure, maybe, yeah. I mean, like Tyson, he hits you right in the solar plexus. He's gonna kill you.
You're done. You're dead.
Oh, I'm just gonna get a concussion.
Beautiful. Yeah,
you can get through that therapy.
Yeah. Walker Tech, and you know what? He probably do it respectfully. Okay, he'll do it respectfully. So, thank you for humoring me. More importantly, thank you for talking new music. Again, Mammoth, The End, brand new album out October 24th. Wolfgang, you're the best, buddy. I really appreciate it, man.
Likewise, man. Thank you so much for having me. You take care.
You too.
Listen, rate, share, subscribe. Discover new music now at WJJO.com. in the JJO app, or wherever you get your podcasts. Brock has a new interview every Thursday evening between 6 and 7. 94.1 JJO.